So guys, today we'll be installing HDP on a multi-node cluster, that is Hortonworks distribution for Hadoop, using Ambari, which is the web interface for managing a HDP cluster. So here we'll be downloading hdp.repo so that Yum can sync with the web servers over the internet or over a local repository server to install the HDP packages. Once the download is over, we'll distribute the hdp.repo and ambari.repo to all the nodes on which we want to install the HDP cluster. Once the .repo files are distributed, we'll establish connections to all the Linux systems using Ambari by using the private SSH key to do passwordless login. Once the SSH connections are established by Ambari, it will install Ambari client on all the nodes on which we want the HDP cluster to be installed. After this, we'll continue with the installation of the Hadoop ecosystem. But prior to that, we will first design the cluster. I mean, where the master services will reside, where the client service will reside, which all services we want, like HDFS, Yarn, rest all services like OZ, Zookeeper, etc., which are related to Hadoop ecosystem. Before continuing with installing HDP, there are three prerequisites which we need to complete. We'll start by Ambari, which has to be installed, or else we won't be able to install HDP using automated install. Then we need IP tables disabled, SELinux should be disabled, FDQN should be configured for all the nodes of the cluster, that is hostname-f should be able to resolve. We need each and every system's host entries in each and every host. We need passwordless SSH to be done on all the systems, or that is the public/private key pair. Passwordless sudo should be enabled for the passwordless SSH user. Well, obviously we need a working internet connection, and after that we need a local Ambari, HDP and Yum repository. This is not necessary, but for faster installation we can use this. Before starting the installation of HDP, we'll have to distribute the .repo files, that is ambari.repo, centovers.repo and hdp.repo, to all the slave nodes of the cluster. For this, we'll download all the repo files from HDP master to our local system. As you can see here, the repo files have been copied up. Once the files have been downloaded to our system, we'll distribute it to all the slave nodes. So for this, we'll first copy it into the home directory. As you can see, I've used a while loop to copy it into all the slaves. Once it has been copied to the machine, I'll create a back directory in the yum.repos.d folder so that I can move all the .repo files which are there previously to the back folder in the yum.repos.d folder. Once they have been moved, I'll move the .repo file from my home directory, which I've currently copied from my local system, to the yum.repos.d folder. I'd start by checking the Ambari server's status. As you can see, it's running, so I'll go to my Ambari web UI on port 8080. I'll start the installation wizard by clicking on launch install wizard. I'll give the cluster name as HDP24 cluster, as I'm going to install 2.4 version. I'll go in advanced options, and as you can see in Red Hat 6, I have public repository there. I'll replace it with the URL of my local repository on repos.aadmin.com, which I've created. You can visit the previous tutorials to see how to create local repository. I'll paste the host names of all the nodes which I want, that is HDP master, HDP slave 1 and HDP slave 2. I'll give the private key, that is cluster key.pem, and the user as CentOS, on which I have enabled passwordless sudo access and passwordless SSH. As you see, the installation of Ambari client on all the systems have begun. Once the installation of these Ambari clients are over, there are a few warnings which are generated. If I click on those, I can see that there are a few warnings such as transparent huge files and NTP is disabled. I can ignore those for now. Here I'll choose which all services I like. So basic will be HDFS and Yarn. Over it I'll choose Ambari matrix, which is necessary for the statistics of the nodes. There are a few services like Hive, Spark, which I'll choose over the cluster, Hadoop cluster. I'll put all my master services on HTTP master, as you can see, and I'll keep secondary name node on slave 1, and the Zookeeper servers will be on all the 3 servers. I'll choose all my slave services on my slave 1 and slave 2, as you can see, and client I'll choose as my master machine, so that I can access the Hadoop services from my master itself. Here I can customize the services. I can see, as you can see, I can customize the data node directory and name node directory. As you see on Hive, I have a configuration issue. I'll go to the advanced part of it to see what's the configuration. As you can see, that database password is not mentioned. I'll give it as Hive, I mean, not to take it complex, and I'll click on deploying. As you can see, there are a few warnings which are generated. I can ignore those for now, but for better optimization, I think you should consider those. And I'll deploy the cluster now. So as you can see, the deployment of the cluster has begun on Hadoop HTTP master, HTTP slave 1 and HTTP slave 2. As you see, the installation of Hadoop ecosystem has started. The different services are being installed on different nodes. I'll skip off the installation as it takes a long time to install. As you see, some warnings have been encountered after installation. When I click on the warnings encountered, you can see that installation of the services is completed as well as they started, but there was a warning which has occurred while checking the services. I'll ignore the warnings and I'll go to my next step. You can see that all the services in my Hadoop ecosystem, that is HDFS, Yarn and all, are working well and fine. You can see the statistics provided by Ambari Matrix. So guys, this was the end of the tutorial. Hope you liked it. Please let me know if you have any sort of suggestions regarding the video, regarding any improvements which you need, regarding any explanations which you would like to know. And be sure to like and share the video and subscribe to the Amazing Admins channel.